Alright guys, I want to draw attention to something that needs important attention on, okay? So there's haters, a lot of creators are dealing with haters, right? Almost every single one of the creators that we see on these platforms deal with haters on a regular basis. They hate them so much, they just go on their live show and target them. They do all these things and be really rude, right? They do all these things, right? But in general, remember that there are people that are like criminals. There are people that, I mean, some criminals can reform themselves, but in general, there are people that are majorly criminal, people that are breaking the law, people that are doing essays, people that are doing uh, pedophilic acts. I mean, there's people that do all kinds of things that are illegal, that they go to jail for, that are really, really bad, right? Murder, right? Robbery, all those things are really, really bad, right? And yet there's creators that are just doing, a lot of creators will kind of feed off the hate because they know it's there and they kind of just can't help it. I mean, it's just like all there, right? I try not to feed off the hate. I try to really support everyone, and I try to make sure people feel good, even the haters, because I know feeding off the hate, you can get into this vicious cycle where you're feeding off the hate and you're just getting wrapped up in it, right? But and you could be feeding off the hate and not be wrapped up in it. But in general, I try not to get into that whole, I'm going to make them hate me more, right? That's what a lot of creators do. They make people hate them more because they know they hate them for what they are doing, even though they're doing nothing wrong. Being a creator, being successful, being able to date who you want, having all the money you want, that's not necessarily wrong. It's just that most people don't have that lifestyle because it's hard to even pay bills at all, right? But in general, I just think it's silly to have somebody hate. Oh yeah, to have somebody be hated when there's people that are like murderers out there, people that actually commit crimes, right? I just feel like the hatred that's being sent out is kind of like, what's the point of hating someone that is just creating and just being themselves and living their best life, right? Anyway, yes, yes, guys. So you know what I mean? Like it's just really silly, that all this hate is put on somebody, right? But in general, as social media is the way it is, I mean, I'd rather be a social media guru or influencer than someone that isn't. So I mean, I'm going to deal with whatever comes my way, right? But I mean, it's really unnecessary to have all this hate when you're really just not breaking the law. You're doing something really fun and enjoyable for people. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye, Norva. Bye now.